John came to us in September as a very motivated young man who was very clear about his desire to become an entrepreneur. He enrolled on the course and has been one of our most diligent students to date. John's attendance record is impeccable. He is always punctual, always smartly turned out, always prepared for all the work that he has to do. He has made an excellent contribution to life at the Academy in this first year for us. John has been one of the students I've been able to rely on to do exactly what he's supposed to do and to go beyond the call of duty to make sure his work is done, to make sure his PPD group work is completed, to make sure he takes part in challenges and does everything that we need done in order for everyone to have a great level of success at the Academy. One of the things I appreciate very much about John is the fact that he doesn't think just about himself. He also considers how he might be able to help other Academy students. And he's been one student that lots of students have been able to look up to as someone who would set an example. In terms of John's micro-business, I've been very proud of how he's applied himself and tried to take Youth Pixel Creative to another level whilst he's been here. So John diligently put together his business plan, pitched it beautifully, and has been running his business since January, which was what was required of all the students. I believe that people like John are what the Academy is about, and I hope he'll be given an opportunity to demonstrate how he can support the Academy in the coming year. One last thing I'd like to mention is the fact that John was one of the people who entered our business plan competition sponsored by the Europe Arab Bank, and he was one of the prize winners as well. And so this statement really supports John's application, and I hope you'll also consider John Moss. Thank you.
We had the pleasure of having John Moss with us on work placement for approximately a month early this year. He was brought in to learn various parts of the business. Slightly tricky because we're a 24-hour business, so a lot of the buying and procurement of fresh produce is done from 11 p.m. till 4 p.m, then it's delivered to our customers. But John hopefully saw a lot of other sides of the business which have changed in over various years, including things like how we receive orders. So John was involved in the EDI order portal for one of our customers. This basically means rather than ringing up or emailing or fax, it's all done via EDI. So John was involved in taking the orders, producing the orders, and eventually they went out into the warehouse to be packed for the following day. Some of the other things he did were reporting back to me with customer statistics for a certain key customer. This included by volume of product they sold, i.e. what they bought the most of, but more importantly what they spent the most of. So we could analyse both sets. So John took the raw data and was able to put that into Excel in a form that made it far more presentable and easy for me to understand. He also did the same sort of thing with a monthly spend analysis. This is basically where we report on the customer's turnover for the month, all customers, and then put it into a spreadsheet so we compare it month on month, year on year. So John was able to do that with very little training. He also did some other things like some administration in terms of the driver administration reports that we have to report on a monthly basis, so he was doing that sort of thing. Also with the EDI side of the business, he was also matching payments to invoices, so where our invoices are sitting on an EDI portal, he was able to pull in a report which basically means we can match customers' payment to any invoices that are sitting in the system. More importantly, and what has made a big difference to us, is that he helped me in producing a new D.D.P brochure. This isn't basically just what we do and who we are and how many years we've been established. This is a report on some photographs of some of the things we do with our customers out on site. So John played a major part in putting this sort of thing together, and this is the sort of thing we will send out to our customers or prospective new customers. But it just shows you the sort of things we do on site. We call them theme days. We will go and spend a day with customers. So there might be a chili day, there might be a healthy eating day, a herb day, lots and lots of different things, or an exotic fruit day. So John was very capable of pulling all this together, and we made up lots of these binders, and the feedback we've had from existing customers and potential customers is it's fantastic information. Nobody else is doing anything like this in the marketplace, so it's made a massive difference to our marketing side of the business. In terms of John as a whole while he was here, his timekeeping was excellent, his enthusiasm was very good. I think it's easy to forget someone hasn't been in this business and there's a million and one things they won't know, because we're all still learning every day, whether you've been in the industry 6 years or 60 years. But John had a lot of enthusiasm, and I'm always willing to invest a lot of time in people who are enthusiastic regardless of their knowledge. John's thirst for knowledge was excellent, always asking how we do things, why we do things, more importantly. I think John was a very good team player. He got on with everyone in the office. Everyone was pleased to see John every day. Sad to see him go, because he was here for a month and everyone got to know him very well. As well as being a good team player, I think I set a lot of tasks to John where he was working on his own, such as the folder or the statistics report he was doing for me. So I'd say he worked very well on his own, but also as part of the group in the office as well.